this short video, I want to show you how to do both poses on Navasana. Navasana is a great pose to build strength in your core and in your hip flexors. And there's quite a few options on how to get into Navasana and how to sort of do the option of the pose that works best for you, which I want to show you because maybe in some of the yoga classes or yoga videos you do, that isn't being covered like that. And then we're going to do 3 rounds of Navasana together. Okay, so let me show you the different versions of Navasana. For Navasana we're going to be sitting. I tend to have my feet and my legs touching. If you don't find that comfortable, so I'll have my feet and legs like this. If you don't find that comfortable, you could have them hip width apart, totally fine. And knees are bent, feet are on the floor. And for the first option, I'm going to place our hands behind us, and you could literally just sit like this. So this is the first way, just sitting nice and tall, engaging your core as we sit here. And you'll already start to feel how your core is working just by sitting here nice and tall. The next option would be to just gently, if you lean back, lifting your feet off the ground. And just lifting them off the ground as far as you find comfortable and available to you. So they can be just hovering over the ground, maybe your tiptoes are even in touch with the ground. Or you could lift it a bit more. If you wanted, you could now place your palms to the ground and lift your legs up so that they are in tabletop. Pulling your shoulders back and down together, maybe a little bit. We're sitting here, working our core. That's another option. What you could do now is you could hold on behind your knees, pulling yourself up. Shoulders again, pulling down and holding here. Looking towards your toes. Your drishti, your focus point, are your big toes. So this is another option. If you feel like you're actually quite stable here, you could let go of behind your knees and have the arms alongside the legs. I quite like to have my palms face up here. And you're here. If you wanted to try a little further, you could straighten your legs. But here, as you straighten your legs, or at any point as you move to the next option, if you collapse in the lower back, you round the lower back here, and you sort of hunch over, then it's probably best if you go back to the previous version where you could maintain that nice flat back, shoulders pulling down, that open chest. Because this is just, it's not great on your chest, it's not great on your neck, your upper spine, not great on your lower spine as well. So it's best to just stick with what feels good to you, available to you on that day. And that might also change if you've done, let's say you've done a workout where you worked on your core a lot the day before. You might just be exhausted, you might be sore, and that means that you can't go as far as you normally would in this specific pose, and that's also fine. Okay, so you could let go here. The next thing you could do is you could hold on to your legs and try to straighten them, but try to keep your back nice and straight here. And if you want, you could try and let go of the legs here. This will be the most intense version. Doesn't mean it's the best. Okay, so those are the various steps. I'll walk you through that again. So we're sitting with our legs together, hands behind us, and we're sitting here just like that. You could lift your toes off, could then lift your legs to tabletop, hands behind you. Could try and hold on to your legs here, maybe let go. You want to maybe try and straighten those legs. And you see how I just collapsed here? I had to catch myself and straighten myself up and maybe let go. Okay, let's do 3 rounds of that together, and in between each round we're going to sit in cross-legged and lift our bums up. Hands either side of our legs, of our glutes, just lift up briefly to I guess just sort of release. And sitting like that, sitting in cross-legged, your core is not that active necessarily. It will be active because you're sitting upright. Lifting up, your core's working a little bit again. Okay, so let's do this together. Feet on the ground. Hands either behind us. Maybe lifting the feet up. Maybe coming to tabletop. maybe holding on, maybe letting go, maybe straightening, maybe letting go of the straight legs. And we're staying wherever we are for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale, exhale, 1 more breath. Maybe your legs are starting to shake. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to come down, cross-legged, lift up briefly, come back down. I'm going to do another one. And if you do more than one, you don't have to do the same one as you did before. So maybe you tried letting go, now you're like, actually that was a bit much, so I'm just going to sit like this. So let's do another 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale. And as you're in this pose, check yourself. Are your shoulders rolled back a little bit? Is your chest open? Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're coming down, crossing our legs, lifting up, coming down. Last one. We're going to sit back again. We're going to see whatever feels good right now. And we stay here for another 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're coming out, cross-legged, and we're lifting up. And just as a few points, if you wanted to spice up your Navasana practice, you could, for one, so I've got this meditation cushion. It's not particularly heavy. I'm not entirely sure how heavy it is. But what you could do is, as you come into this, you could rest something on your legs. And that would mean that you have to work so much harder to keep that weight up. So it could be a way to strengthen yourself even more if you wanted to give that a go. You could also place a block in front of you. I've got a core class where I'm doing this with you, and for this you are going to definitely bring your hands behind you and leave them there. You can either do that with straight legs or with bent legs. What we're going to do is you could lift and go over that, and if you did that with bent legs you would go like that, and just by doing that movement, you're working your obliques, your side abdominal muscles a bit more. So that is an option. What you could also do is, if you're in Navasana, you could put a block between your legs, holding that, pressing the feet together to hold the block. That will work your legs, hip flexors, and your core more as well. Just a few versions of how to make it a bit more fun if you're doing a lot of Navasana. So that is it. If you've got any pain in your lower back, be really mindful here, hence that we're doing these options of going in really slowly and finding the right one for you. If at any point you find that it gets too much, then just stop. You don't have to do, let's say you're in a class and they say do 3, you don't have to do 3, just do 1, don't do it at all, go into child's pose, that's fine. And just do what feels good to you. And I hope you found this interesting, and I hope you had fun. See you soon.